Folks, and welcome to Brick Talk TV, and welcome to part 5 of our Razor Crest set stream here. We're on our finale today, so we're up to bag 26 of, I think it was 32, 33, somewhere around there. So we've probably got about 6 or 7 bags to go through. If you joined me over the previous episodes, particularly last week, you would have seen we got up to this point where we're building the engines out, but we still need to cover them and clad them with some tile. So we'll be kicking off probably bag 26 with that. And in terms of the actual Razor Crest itself, if I can slide it in here, you can see we've got quite far. We've got the middle section to do here where the engines are going to go, and then we've got the front cover there for where the cockpit is, and we've also got to do the plaque and a couple more minifigures in this section as well. So we'll get on and build that. As you'll see on the ticker at the bottom as well, you can join me after this stream in a couple of weeks, so not next week but the week after, and we'll be kicking off Super Mario in the standard cart build next week, week after next, sorry. And then following on from that, we'll also then, once we've completed Mario, we'll be moving on to Krusty's Burger. So watch out for that as well, and I'll put that up on the channel. But you can already see the Mario one, so hit that notification button if you want to be notified when we go live with that a week in a couple of weeks. So back to today's set. As I said, we're going to be cracking on with the engines. So we'll be opening bag 26. You can see if I go into zoom mode, of the instruction manual here in the top right, the top left even, you've got the guns that we need to do, we've got the cockpit, as I said, cover there, and then we've got these engines which we've started but we need to clad, and then we'll have these minifigures in this section as well as the plaque, of course, and a little stand for the minifigures. So let's open bags 26 and get building. Hey Charlie, welcome to the stream. Good to see you were keen and early. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. Hope you're good. So moving on in the instructions, you can see we've got bags 26 to 33 according to them here, and that's going to be mainly involved here in building and finishing off these engines. So we've done quite a lot of work on them so far. And then we do have 36 bags, so it's going to be tight to get it done today, but we'll have a go. So it's 10 bags today. And then bags 34 to 36, we'll be building the cockpit standout. And then we'll also get the minifigures at the end of that one as well. So quite a lot to build today. Didn't quite realise we had 10 bags left, so let's see if we can crack on and get it done. So we start with this 2x14, and then we want a 1x2 brick just to go on the ends. We'll also then stick another one on the other end too. Then we've got some 2x2 round bricks going in here, one next to it. Then we have a blue tile, 1x4, hiding somewhere. It is. It goes on next before we'll stick another 2x2 round in red, and then we'll finish off with a 1x3 tile in yellow. That was something like this. Then we get a 2x10, we have a 1x2 in blue, and a 3x3 light bluish grey plate. 3x3 is going on the end here. 1x2. We'll cover the top there. Then we're going to add a 1x3 plates just in the middle of our 3x3. We'll cover that with a light bluish grey tile. Then we're going to get a 2x8 in black. We're going to stick a 2x2 light bluish grey tile on that. Figure out what bag it's in. And then we've got a 2x6 tile going on top of that. That's going to line up here, so we've got an overlap underneath there. Then we get a 2x4 brick. We're going to stick our 2x3 curved brick on top of that. Another one with an overlap, and then we'll stick a 1x3 curved brick in the middle. Form something like this. This is then going to go on the end here, this sort of structure. Then across this side, on these studs, we're going to add more of these curved bricks. So we've got 7 of the 2x3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7, and then we have a dark bluish grey one as well. So start off on this side with our 2x3s, then we've got our darker bluish grey one, then we're just going to add 2x3s all the way along till the last stud here. Got our 1x3 at the end there like that. So now we've got this curved shape. We'll flip it over. On the underside here we're going to stick some inverted 2x2 sloped bricks. We've got 7 of these. And then we also have a 1x2 inverted as well. That's actually 2 of those. One's going to go on the ends. Then we'll have a 2x. Then another 1x2, and then we'll just finish off the rest. All the way along there like that. Then back over this side we get a 2x3. I'm going to stick a 1x3 plate underneath, and then do a sort of step over here. Looks like this, and then on this we're going to stick another set of sloped bricks here. So that looks like that as well. Then we have a 2x3 slope brick. We have a upward facing bracket. We have a skinny one in whites, another one in light bluish grey, 2x3 plate and a double cheese wedge as well. And we're going to stick the plate onto this sloped brick, double cheese wedge at top, put it on its side here, and then we're going to stick our brackets into the base. This is then going to sit underneath to form a piece like this down here. And this is, if we go back to our build here, on this side of the engine by the looks of it, it's going to fit. Make sure I've got the right side before I make a mistake. Hang on, so if I go like that, that is going, hang on, get my orientation correct. I made this mistake the other week. So this goes on like this. That's that part of the engine in place. Put that to the side. We'll then get a 2x6. We're going to put a slope piece, grill piece here. Then we've got a modified 1x4. We'll then put some hinge pieces in here, and then finish it off with an ingot in black, just on the edge there like that. Then what we'll do is we'll cover up these studs here, so we're going to put, this is going to go in there, and then we've got some of the modified 1x4s going just above it here, like that. And then we get another grill piece, sloped one, that's going to go on the modified pieces just under there like that. And I think we're good to go there. Move the engine back out the way, and our next part we'll get a 2x4 plate here. We're going to add a 1x6 tile, I think, if I can find it. 1x8, 1x6 is there, that goes on there, and then we get a 2x6 as well on top there. Then we get another 2x4 plate, and then we get another 2x6 tile. And in this base here we stick a modified 1x4 in, make something like this. We'll then get an inverted 2x2 round, gonna stick that, and then another modified one on here, and this is gonna connect underneath our tiles. While we're under here, we're gonna stick another, we'll stick a hinge piece here, then we'll stick the double hinge pieces, it starts to open up, one there, one here, then we've got a 1x3, bluish grey, and then we're also going to have another inverted 2x2 round piece that's going to go in the middle to connect all those together. And if we flip this back over, we're going to stick two semicircle tiles back to back here. Like this. And then bring back the engine in, and if you remember, we've got the hinges in here, so we can add this in, Still think my orientation's slightly wrong here. Just take this back out. So that is supposed to be up the other way. Let me just take this off. I feel like I've done the wrong side, but let me just double check. Sometimes so my orientation is these go this way like that. So that's correct. This is correct. But this is not correct. So maybe I did something wrong last week. Let's go back. Let's go back to book 3. Did I do it wrong last week? Could have done. So last week I had I think I did do it wrong, didn't I? Because this top tile bit here does not correlate with these tiles that I've put in here. These should be down here. Yikes. How did I make that mistake? Let's do a quick switcheroo. I think it's just the tiling actually, so I think it's not too much of a big mistake. Just got my orientation wrong last week when I did this side. Probably the other side's wrong too. So just got to flip these round. That's what's causing me confusion. On there, this will go on here, this on this side, and then on this side as well I need to also flip these all around to hopefully it's just this small mistake. So we want a 2x4 there, 2x6 here, 6x6 on next, 2x4 there, and this goes on this side, 1x6 up here, goes on there. Right, so that should be correct now. That goes down. Then I think these need swapping over, don't they? This goes that way, this goes this way. To add to the confusion, I think. So I've got the red and blue at the top, then we've got these bits on the top here, this goes here, that. Then these are needing to, I'll just swap these over easier than faffing about. Need the paddles on the inside, that goes on that side, that on that side. Now we should be good. Right, so back to book 4. Right, made all this, done that, right. Then, now this should go on this side. that looks better. Then we'll stick our grill piece down here. Then we've got our modified pieces with a slope. Then we built this, and then this can go in here onto our hinges. Yeah, that's it. So cooking the gas now. So that's that bit. Now we fix that. Build the next piece. So it's the same thing as the other side. You start with a 2x6. Going to stick a 1x2 on. We've got a 4x8 goes underneath. Then we need a 1x4 plate. Can't find yet, so for that we'll put 2x2 on there. And then where's the 1x4 plate? There it is. It goes across here. Then on the front we get 4 of these 2x3s, and we also have a single one as well. Single one is going to go on the end here. Then we run the others down here. Then on this side we need 3 of these curved pieces and 2 single ones. We also need a little grill piece sloped here on this plate. And we run these all the way down. Bring our engine back in. This is going to sit under here by the looks of things. It's about there. It's a little hard to gauge. So it goes on top there. Then next up, 2x6 again. We're going to stick a double jumper tile. That's 6 all the way down here. And then on top of these, we're going to stick 6 1x3 plates as well in dark bluish grey. And on top of these we'll stick 3x3 plates, and then running down the middle we'll stick a 1x6 plate. Then we're going to add some more of our curved pieces on the side here. This one goes on the end. Then we also need in the middle there, stick some 1x2 tiles down. We're going to stick a 1x2 plate on the end here. Then we're going to add our final curved pieces here. Then on the flip side, we're going to add our inverted sloped pieces as well. So again, we're going to end up with some single 1x2s at each end, and then 2x2s go down here like that. So we end up with something like that. It's going to go the other side here like that at the front. Then we get our 2x6 16, is it? 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 2 by 16. Add a 1 by 1 round at the top here. Then along the plate here, 1 by 12. Corner green plate there. And then we've got a 1 by 2 blue here, and then 3 studs down from our 1 by 1 round there. We'll stick another one there. Then we get another 1 by 12. Run that across the back. And then a dark tan 1 by 1 in the corner. Then we need another one of those 1 by 1s at 2 by 6, and then we've got 5 upward facing brackets as well. These 5 go next to each other in this step here, followed by a 1 by 1, and then our 2 by 6 takes over. So we have something like this. Then we're going to run a brown, reddish brown 1 by 10 across the back of those brackets. We have a 1 by 8 with a slope. It's going to go across the back. We also have a 1 by 1 with a clip on that goes either end of our slider one. 1 by 2 tile here. And then a 1 by 6 plate runs down there like that. Then on these brackets, we're going to stick a dark tan 1 by 2 tile, followed by a 1 by 8 tile on the rest. Then we've got a 1 by 2 tile here, and then we're going to stick 3 upward facing brackets just along here. Then we get a 2 by 6 tile, a plate, 2 by 2 tile, corner tile, 1 by 1 round. We're going to run the 2 by 6 down here, 1 by 1 round in, corner tile, 2 by 2 one, and then our 2 by 6 plate. Another plate here, and then we need a 1 by 6. 1 by 6 going to go on our brackets again. 2 by 6 on top here to cover these studs up. And then this will hopefully go in to this gap here. Clip on in there to fill in that gap on the engine. Then at the top here, get a double cheese wedge. Over here we seem to stick another double cheese wedge on there, just overlaps, and that is the end of bag 26, 27. So bag 27, got very similar parts to what we've just used. So we've got 2 by 6, stick our 1 by 2 in blue on, and a 2 by 3 at the end. Then we have a modified 2 by 2. Then we want a 2 by 4 tile going across here. Then on these studs we're going to stick a 1 by 2 blue grey tile. Back to our engine again. This view, very confused with these views. Go this way up. And then this is going to go in this gap here by the looks of things for the engine. Put that to the side. 2x16 next. Stick this 2x10 in black on. Then we're going to stick these jumper tiles all the way up. There are 6 remaining sets of studs here. And again on here we're going to stick the 1x3 plates on top of our jumper tiles. Then we'll stick 3x3s plates on top here again. There's one. Here's the other. Then we'll have a 1x6 plates running down the middle of those again. This time then we stick some teal coloured jumper tiles on top here. And then we've got our 2x3 curved pieces going on. Then we get a 1x6 here. We're going to stick another curved piece on, but then we have it in the middle piece here and stick a 1x4 across there like so. Then we've got a single one, we have a dark tan one, and then another 2x3 one runs across there. That sits opposite side of our teal piece, so it looks like this. Then we get a 1x2 with a stud on the side. We're going to stick a 1x2 plate onto that, and then a double cheese wedge onto that. It's going to go into the missing one here, like that. Flip this over. We're then going to run some inverted pieces as we normally do. So we've got 2 of the 2x2s in the middle, and the 1x2s each end. Then we've got our 2x3s here and here. Going to run our 1x8. 1x10, sorry, underneath in blue, so it's going to underlap here. Then on the other side we've got a 4x4 and a 1x4 that goes underneath this one. So they form like this. Looks about right. Then we have a 1x1 round, one we're going to stick on this side, on the other, like that. Then we have a 1x2 blue plate, and then we've got some slightly shallower curved bricks you should be familiar with. They go either side of our blue plate. Then we get 3 2x3s. We have another one there, and a dark bluish grey one, so the 2x3s on first. Ooh, that one. It's going next to each other on this side, and then the double one goes on there like that. Then we get a red 1x5, it's going to run underneath here. Another couple of 1x1 round pieces here. Couple more 2x3 curved pieces, 1x2 there, and somewhere we want the shallow curved pieces again. same as we did before here, and put the shallow ones on here, blue 1x2 there. And on these blue ones, we're just going to stick the light bluish grey 1x2 plates to cover them up. Then we've got a 2x4 tile and a 1x2. I'm going to cover these plates up here with these tiles, and then flip this over. And then we've got some 2x2 inverted pieces with different directions here, like that. And we end up with something like this. And then this is going to go on this side of our engine, trying without breaking it. So now we're starting to get right the way around here. Done. Then we get a 2x10. Gonna stick a 2x3 plate on the end here. Then we've got a couple of reddish brown 2x2s. Go on next. Then we've got our modified 2x2 here, 2x4 tile, and another 2x4 then. Then we have somewhere an ingot. Which I can't find, and also a 1x2 tile which I can find, so that goes on this end. And then we're looking for a bullion bar ingot. Thought would be in these pieces here. There's that one. Looks like a tile upside down, so that one goes in here like that. Again, bring the engine back in. This is then going to run down here by the looks of it. That way again, and then we're going for a 1x5 plate in red. Stick a 1x2 across, then we're going to stick another 1x5 underneath, double it up. Stick a blue 1x2 at the ends. Get a 2x2 here in reddish brown, stick a blue 1x2 on, and a modified there, goes on top of our blue one as well, like this. Then we get a 2x6, goes across the top. We stick another modified 2x2 this end, and then a 2x4 tile after it like this. And again, bring the engine back in. This is going to go above what we just added, like this. Gone in there. Then we do basically what we just did again, I think. So we get a 2x3 here, and our 2x10, 2x2 on, 1x2. Then we're going to stick some 2x4s on. That. That is then going over this side, just to stick on that end there. It's a bit tricky to show this one. Let me put this away again, and then we're doing the big cladding piece here. So we get 2x6, 1x6 on there. 1x12 there. And we run these jumper tiles down the middle. 6 as usual. Followed by our 1x3 plates 2. It's 1x6 runs down the middle, followed by our 1x6 tile. Then we've got some curved pieces here. So 5 these. Let's run these down here, and then we need the other 2 around this side. Then we'll flip this over. We're going to put our inverted pieces underneath as usual. We've got the 2 in the middle. Single ones at the ends. This one goes on the end there, so we end up with something like this. We're also going to put a green corner plate here like that. Then we're going to stick this 4x8 underneath, and on top of that we're going to stick a 1x5 plate, 1x2 here, 2x3 underneath. And we'll run 5 down this side as well. And then we'll put that, I think this is the last part here. Oh, that's the right one, isn't it? Pretty much covered most of the engine, apart from this gap here, you see. So I'm guessing we'll probably cover up now. So we get our 1x5s again, connect them with a 1x2, then add a 1x2 plate at the end. And it's that same action we did earlier. Then with this bit done, we can cover that. So there's our sort of engine all covered up on that side. A few little bits to do here. So we get this 1x1 with handles each side. Going to stick our 1x1 with a clip on each side here. Then cover the studs with single cheese wedges, or just cheese wedges. Then we'll get 1x1 rounds, pair them up, stick them either side here. Say on this one, but it's gonna go in this gap here apparently. How's that supposed to look? Then we do another one, cover the other side as well. I'm just going to add these 1 by 1 rounds again, and then these are going to go around the other way, so you can kind of see this making that pattern there around the engine. And that's the end of that bag. So move on to 28. I think it's now moving us to the other side for the other engine. We'll do the same sort of cladding setup for that one. So start with a 2 by 16 plate here, going to stick a 1 by 2. Then we've got our red 2 by 2 rounds again, these 2 together. Then we've got a blue 1 by 4 tile again. We go in the middle, another red 2 by 2 round. One by 3. And then we'll finish off again with a 1 by 2 brick at the end there. Cover the top here with a plate, 2 by 12, and then a 3 by 3 here, and a dark tan 1 by 2 in this gap down there. Then we've got a 1 by 3 plate going across here. Black 2 by 8, going to stick a 1 by 2 tile down here, 2 by 6 tile down this side, just going to run again down here. Then we want a 1 by 1 tile, go on the end here, and then we want a 1 by 4, cover those studs up just along there. Then we get our 2 by 4, got our curved pieces on it this side. Another one there, and then in that middle piece we've got a dark bluish grey curved piece. Where are you? Goes in the middle here. On this overhang as well, we're going to stick a 1 by 2 brick in it, like this. It's going to go down this side, look like that. Then at the top here, we're going to stick another 3 of these curved bricks. 1, 2, 3. Flip that over. We've got our inverted pieces again going in. back over here, and we've got our inverted 2x2 here. Going to stick a 1x2 plate on top. Then we have a sloped grill piece. It's going to have a one stud overhang there like that, and then we've got another 2x3 going on there. That's going to clip on here. Then we'll run 3 2x3s. Then we have a single one as well. It's going to be at the end. We'll run the other 2x3s down. Ooh. Flip this over and we'll stick the 4 inverted slope pieces in here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we get a 2x3, going to stick a 1x3 plate into the base. It goes underneath here to create like a step. On that step we'll stick more of these curved pieces, a double and a single. Then we've got our 2x3 slope again. Going to stick a 2x3 plate into the base. Got to find one. Goes in the base. Have a double cheese wedge on top. And then like last time we're going to stick some brackets into the bottom. So we've got a double one here. Single one there. It's going to sit in there like that. And then we can bring back in the other engine on the other side. This is what I got confused last time. And then this can go open. Goes in there like that. And like last time we'll just add the gaps in here. So we've got our modified 1x4s going in first. Ooh, that didn't break anything. One there. Another one this side. Then we get our 2x6. Again add a black ingot here. Need a sloped grill the other end. We've got a modified 1x4 then, and then we get 2 hinge pieces. Like them just behind. They're going to go and cover it in this gap here. And of course we need another sloped grill piece like we did last time. Going to add that just over these modified studs by the ingot there. Put this to the side again, and then we're going to get our 2x4, stick a 1x6 tile across it here, and then a 2x6 as well. Another 2x4 underneath that. Oh, hang on, that fell off. That's what the noise was earlier. Let's put that back on. What is it? Ooh. What am I doing this way? That way, is it? Remind me, what did I miss? This bit on here going on that way, I think. Snap that off further out. That back. I think that was right. Anyway, we'll find out later. Then we're going to stick another 2x6. Another 2x6 tile. Across here like this. Under here we'll stick a modified 1x4. Then we get this 4x4 with these studs showing. We'll stick a 2x2 inverted in the middle there with another modified 1x4. Where are you? Goes on here, and this goes underneath like that. Then while we have this, we're going to run our 2 hinge pieces next to each other here. Then we have a 1x3 plate there. We need another 2x2 round inverted piece that's going to go in the gap there, and over here we're also going to stick a hinge piece. Here's one of these. Put this back over here, and then over here we're going to stick the semicircle type tiles on. And then like the other side, our hinge pieces are going to go in here like that. Next part of the claddings is the side. We get a 4x8 plate. Stick a 2x2 in the middle. And we've got a 1x4 plate, and then a 2x6 plate running down the middle. Stick a 1x2 in the base, and then across here we're going to stick these curved pieces again. Single one there. 4 of the double ones. And then on this side we'll do the same. 2x4 here, we're going to stick a grill piece on this plate here, then a single curved piece, and back to the double again, and then we'll have a dark bluish grey single one followed by a final double one. Come back round here, let the little paddle come off then. This is going to go this way round, just below here like that. Then we'll work on the top part. So 2x6, then again completely cover in our jumper tiles again. And these get covered in 1x3 plates as well. Whoa. Then we've got 3x3 plates going on here, followed by 1x6 plate running across the middle here. Then we're going to stick a 8x6 tile down the middle to cover up this centre piece, and then back to our curved pieces here. Then underneath again we've got our inverted pieces, so we've got our 2x2s. Then our final one on this side. This then goes up here at the top. And we get another large piece. We get our 2x16. Stick our 1x2 glue at the end. And we've got our corner plate here. 1x12 runs down here. So need a 1x1 round on the end, then 4 studs up. Then we stick our 1x2. Then we stick another 1x12 across here, 2x6 here, and then we have a 1x1 dark tan plate in there. Then we have a 1x6 plate running down here, and at the end here we're going to stick a 1x2 tile just at the end. Then we stick a few upward facing bracket pieces, 1, 2, 3 in here, and then we'll cover that up with a 2x6 plate. Then onto that we'll stick a 2x4 tile, 1x2 here, 1x1 there, and then another 1x1 on top of that. Then we'll run a 1x6 down the front here on the bracket. We then run down here, 1x1 goes in. Then we've got more upward facing brackets running down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we'll run the reddish brown plate across the back. We have a 1x1 clip here. Our slider goes on. Another 1x1 clip. And we also have a tile at the end there. Then across the top here we'll put a 2x4 on. 1x2 there, another 2x4 and a 1x2 tile. Then across the front here we're going to stick a 1x8 tile and a 1x2 just to cover those studs up. Oh, that's fell off again, I need to fix that. This then runs across this middle piece here to cover that up. This piece keeps falling off. It should go on there like that. Right, and then we get another double cheese wedge like we did on the other side, and then this has just been added, the piece that keeps falling off for me, into there. This to the side, get a 2x6, 2x3 on top, blue 1x2, 2x4 goes on, followed by a modified piece, and then a 1x2. This is then going to go just over here on this side down there. Then bag 29. think by the end of this bag, you should have most of the other engine, or if not all of the other engine, fully cladded, like we've done the other side, and then we can start to work on the top of the engine and the back. So 2x16. Again, going to add a 2x10 in black, then we'll cover the top here with our jumper tiles. Then our 1x3 plates go on top of that. And then our 3x3s. That's handy, need that 1x6, it's going to run down the middle. Then we're going to get another 1x6, and then we're going to add this single piece here, then a 1x4 underneath that. Then we add more bricks here. That runs across this side like that. Then we'll stick some teal jumper tiles here. Flip this over. Over like this, and then we've got our inverted pieces. Piece goes on the end there like so. Then over here add these curved pieces, followed by a few more plates, and a 4x4. Then we're going to run a 2x4 there. Need a 1x2 down here, and then we're going to add 1x2 plates on top of our blue plates here. Then we'll flip this over and we're going to add 2 inverted sloped bricks, but in different orientations. One goes this way, one this way. And then this piece. It's going to sit on top here. Get the right way round. Making mistakes today. So that goes on top there like that. Then we get a 2x10, stick a 2x3 on it. So we've got a couple of 2x2s in reddish brown going in. Modified 2x2 here, followed by 2x4s, and we've got our ingot here. One by 2 there. This then, a little tricky to show, but is going to go over this side here. So it's gone in there. Then we're back to our 1x5s in red again. We're going to connect them as we did last time with our 1x2s. So these go in. And then this, did it the wrong way around. This can go in over here as well. So just added that into there. Actually, that's not right either, is it? Boosh. It needs to stick up more there. Then we get another one. Same thing again really here. Time I touch this and it falls off these days. Rotate this round here. This one sticks on this side. Just like that. Then we'll do our usual 1x5 pieces again. Stick these together with our plate, and then our 2x2, these plate and a modified one on top. Goes on the ends. And we'll whack a 2x6 over the top here, followed by some tiles that will go on top. And a modified 2x2 here. And then that's going to go on the other side here. And just stick up on this side. Then we're going into more cladding, so we get a 1x12 here and a 2x6 and a 1x6 here to level this side up, and then we'll run our 6 jumper tiles down here again. Then we'll stick our 1x3 plates on top. And with that done, we'll add our curved pieces. Then we'll run a 1x6 plate just behind here, in with the tile on top to cover that up, followed by 3 more these curved pieces. Then we'll flip this over. We're going to put our inverted sloped pieces in here. 3 of our 2x2s on first. And one here, another here, and then we've got a couple of single sloped inverted pieces each end as well. Flip this over and we'll stick a corner plate underneath here at the end, followed by a 4x8 plate here, 1x5 there, 1x2 there, 2x3 at the end. Then we'll stick 5 curved bricks down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single one down here, followed by 4 more down this side. Like so, and then let's get this the right way round. It's going to go into this space here, hopefully. Push that on. So that's that curved up as well now. Then we'll do our handle pieces that we did again earlier. So put the 1x1 with the handle on, put our 1x1 clips on. Then we've got our single cheese wedges that go on top. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Try that again. Then we'll stick our 1x1 rounds. 2 in this side, 2 in this side. First set in that side, and then we'll do another one. Then we put our second ones in there just to get that look for the engine there. We've got the cheese wedges. So I think they're both up to date there. So now bag 30, we get another minifigure as well. And we're going to add some more detail now to the, I think probably the tops or the front of the engines. First up we've got our prisoner, whose name has escaped me completely. looking too happy at being caught, and they're in shackles. That's our first minifigure for a while. Then meanwhile, back on the engines, which one's this side. It's always tricky when you've got two things the same, I get confused with the orientation. So what we're going to do is in the middle here, we're going to stick on a green 2x2 round in the middle here, followed by a teal 2x2, and then another green 2x2 round on top. Then we need 4 1x2 studs on, and we need also some orange 1x2 bricks too. And we'll just stick the orange ones over our blue plates here in the middle, and then our 1x2s with studs on the side just in front. Then we'll get a 2x2 round brick, gonna stick that in our middle there, and then we're gonna get some more orange bricks, and this time we're gonna stick them into the brick with the stud facing out. Then we get a 1x3 plate. We're going to add a 1x1 brick onto this somewhere. There's a 1x1 brick. Used to be a light bluish grey one. Where is it? Let's just check I haven't missed a bag there. What bag are we on again? 30, yeah. Oh, definitely not missed a bag. It's in here somewhere. Where are you, 1x1? Ah, found it. So there's a 1x1 going on the end. Then we've got a 1x2 sloped brick in dark bluish grey. It goes just in front to make something like this. Then we're going to put a curved brick on, and then this is going to go on the front there like that. Then we get a 1x2 black plate, going to stick a 1x1 round plate. We then have a single upward facing bracket piece somewhere. I think it's in that section. Goes in the front. Then we're going to stick another black 1x2 plate on top of that. We then have a cheese wedge that's going to go on our bracket like this, and then another curved piece on top. This piece is going to go on this side. Then we have 6 inverted 1x2 slope pieces. 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to just stick these like that, like this, and then they're going to go all the way around the rest of our engine. To make it nice and round at the front. Then we get 4 2x2 modified with studs on the side. They're going to go on top here of our bricks. Then we get a 6x6 round plate here, and I'll push that across all of those that we just added. Then we get another 2x2 round in green, stick it in the middle. We've got 4 more 1x2s with studs on the side. It's going to go on top of our red pieces facing outwards. And then we've got some black panel pieces. They're going to go on the inside behind our 2x2s like this. Then we get 4 teal coloured 2x2 plates. Going to pair these up. So one this side and the one on this side. Then we've got 4 2x3s. We get 4 1x2 bricks. Stick each of these at the end of our plate. And we want a 2x2 sloped brick just going just in front. And on top here we're going to stick our curved bricks as well. These are going to go then on our teal coloured plates here on each side. Then we get 2 2x6 plates, going to add teal 2x2 in the middle, and then we cover these with just our curved bricks to make something like this. And they're going to go on the other sides like this. Finish off that curvature there. Next up we're going to go for 4 1x2 plates in black, and then also 4 upward facing brackets. So I'm going to add the plates to the back here. And then these are going to go on top of our 1x2s here, the tan coloured pieces. Then we do a similar thing that we did earlier. We get 4 inverted slope pieces in black this time. And then we get some dark bluish grey curved pieces. And we're going to add these this way round this time. On either side there. Then we get 4 more of these curved bricks, and this time we get 8 2x2 plate, 1x2 plates, sorry, in black. I'm going to add 2 of those to each of these curved pieces. They're going to stick onto our bracket on the other side. plates out. It goes on this side. Then we have a dish here, which for some reason, does that work? This goes in there like that. It's not actually stuck to anything. Then we get one of these dishes. We're going to add a 1x1 round plate there. Then we'll stick another dish on top. Put this round, get a 5-length axle to go in the base, followed by this cog here. Slide that all the way down. And then this goes in the middle there like that to form engine. Then we've got 4 more curved pieces. We've got a couple of 1x2 bar pieces, some downward facing brackets. We've got some Technic claws, a couple more 1x2 plates. So we start with our bars and downward facing brackets. They go on together with a 1x2 plate in the base, followed by these curved pieces. We do 2 of these. And we add our Technic core onto these bars here. And these go on top here, on the other side there. Just about to see that. Then we get some 1x2 bricks with studs on the side. Again, stick some 1x2 plates on the side studs. Stick these on this side, on this. 1x1 1/3, which we're going to stick curved pieces in. And with this stud sticking out here, we're going to stick a cheese wedge on. We've got to do 4 of these. And then these will go either side here and on this side, and then on this side as well. Then we've got these curved pieces here, and they're going to clip on to the right front of our engine there. So that iconic look. And then we've got 41 of these little chain pieces, which we need to connect together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So we're going to roller coaster time again. Connect these together. 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 1 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, that's 40, one more, 41. So that then goes around the outside of our engine. That flips on there. That's the end of that side. So now we're going to do the engine on the other side. Let's give you a view of what that looks like now. So we can like that in terms of the extra build out. So, bag 31. They'll be spec'd exactly the same as what we've just done. So like last time, we'll start with putting a 2x2 round and a 2x2 normal plate, followed by another round one in the middle. Then we've got our orange bricks going in here. These go all the way round. Followed by our 1x2s with studs on the side. Then we stick a 2x2 round tan piece in the middle, followed by 4 of the orange bricks going into the side studs. Then we get a 1x3 plate. Going to stick a 1x1 brick on the end, followed by a 1x2 with a slope on it, followed by a curved piece, and that's going to go on this side. Then we get a 1x2, going to stick a 1x1 round on, forward facing bracket piece, cheese wedge goes on the end of that, and then we've got another curved piece screwing in the top. After a 1x2 plate first. That goes in this side. Then we're going for 6 curved bricks again. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then some inverted slope pieces as well. 6 of those. 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. He's going to go in all the other bricks around here. Then we'll get some 2x2 plates modified in red. They go on top of the studs here. And our 6x6 plates going on. Goes in the middle. Then we have another 2x2 round, goes in the middle of that, followed by some more 1x2s with studs on the side that are going to go on top of our red pieces. And then behind those we've got the black plate piece, panel pieces here. Then we get 4 2x2 plates, double these up, these go onto one on this side, engineering fell off the table, another one on this side. Then we get 4 2x3 plates, so you get 4 1x2 bricks, regular ones. They go on the ends. Then at the front we put the 2x2 slope pieces. And then onto those we're going to stick our usual curved pieces. And then these can go other side here and on this side. Then we get a couple of 2x6s again, stick our teal 2x2 in the middle, and then we're going to stick our 2x3 curved bricks into those, and that's going to go on the other sides here to complete that curve there. Then we've got some upward facing brackets, 4 of these. And then we're going to stick 1x2 plates into the back of these in black as well, and then these are going to go on top of our tan coloured bricks here with the studs facing outwards again. Then we get 4 these sloped bricks here. And then we get some dark bluish grey curved pieces too. Going to add these in here. Then we've got 4 curved pieces again. We're going to get some plates out as well. Go on this side. Then we've got our dish going in again, like we did before. We get our smaller dish, stick a 1x1 round on the top. Stick a smaller dish on top there. We've got our 5-length rod going on with our cog there. That's going to slide in. Oh, that piece fell off again. Put that in a sec. And we've got our cladding fell off there. We'll sort that in a minute. 1x2 bar here. Downward facing bracket. Some more curved bricks and Technic claws. Go other side here. Technic claws pushing inwards. Then we get some 1x2s here. Put a 1x2 plate on the front studs. Followed by 4 curved bricks. We have some 1x1 and a third modified. They'll go into the base and we'll stick our cheese wedge on the edge. That'll go in there. And we've got our curved bricks here. Do the front of our engine for us. And then we'll finish off with our 41 pieces for our chain again. Just start with this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't mean 10s this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we'll go for 11. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll do 11 on this one, so that'll be 41. Connect all these together, and there's our 41 chain coming round. So that goes round like that. Now I just need to add that piece that fell off earlier. back on here. So that's back on there. So now we're open bag 32 and we're going to do the backs of the engine now. So flipping back to our other engine, God, it's getting quite heavy now. We're going to go on the back here this time. So to start us off, we get a 4x4 round brick. Goes in the middle there. And stick a 2x2 round white piece on top. Then we have 4 bracket pieces like this, which actually then has on top of them upward facing black brackets that are going to be connected by one stud. And go face down here. Then we're going to get a 2x4 plate. Going to add a couple of 1x4 plates along the back. 1x2 plate in the middle. Then we've got these curved pieces going down here. It's going to go onto these brackets, I think, like this. Then we get a couple of 1x4 plates, snap them together. Slip some medium nugget corner plates into the base. And a 1x2 plate on the top like this. And then we're going to add our curved bricks on the studs that are left, and it'll give us a staggered curved piece. And let's do 3 of those. There's 3 of these, and then they're going to go on the other areas. So we start to get a staggered look like this. I think that's the right way. Then we're going to get a 8x8 round plate like this. Going to stick a yellow 2x2 round in the middle. Then we get 2 of these plates here. Stick these round like so, and then we've got some macaroni tiles that are going to go around the edge. Then we're going to stick a 1x2 brick at the top and the bottom of our yellow piece here, and then we've got some 1x1 plates with clips on that are going to go either side of our 1x2 bricks here, facing outwards. Then we get this piece here, which I've not used before, and we're going to get a couple of Technic bricks with cross connectors. We also get some 3-length rods. We're going to add a stopper piece to the rods, like this. And then we're going to pass the rod through the 1x2 all the way through, and then that's going to go on the inside and pass outwards like this circle piece. The circle piece is then going to sit in the middle. Oh, I know what I missed. I missed another stopper on the other side. Take these bricks out again, just put this, just need a little spacer stopper piece here before we put it into the circle piece. Where's the other stopper? There it is. Too many 1x1 rounds there, so just going to pass that through there. That'll go in here, and then this should fit into the middle, so we end up something like this. Then we're going to add a massive cone piece on top, like this, and then around that we're going to add 12 1x2 clips. Each of those we stick a 1x2 plate. I think I saw this in a Lego shop when it came out, and I think this is the bit I broke, so I was fiddling with the back of the engine. Then onto those we're going to stick a 1x4 dark tan tile like this. We're then going to add, once you've done all these, on the backs we'll add a 1x1 round. Pretty much is what all this bag is about. And then underneath here, where the clip is, we're going to stick a 1x1 round here. So then with all these done, we then add these around the edge here, clipping in. Quite sure how much space to give. I suppose it's 6 on. So you need to fiddle with it a little bit. Push all these in to give us like that afterburnery type effect. Then we're gonna get an inverted trans orange piece here, stick that into the 2x2 round, stick a 8-length rod in, stick that down through there. Then we have this large hubcap, if you like. This goes into to form an engine like this, and then this is going to go into the back like that to give us the rear of the engine. You can see it glowing there, and then again we have a 38 length chain to make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 38 now, so let's connect all these together. And this is going to run along this section here. Maybe I did do that bit wrong. Did and ah about whether that was the right way round. Chain runs around there. That's that side. Now we're going to open bag 33 and do the same. So you can kind of see the engine there. Go around the other side. Straight away we're going in with the 4x4 brick here in the centre, with a white 2x2 round in the middle of that. Then we're going for our 4 brackets, and again we're going to stick our upward facing brackets as well into this. We're going to go into each part over here. Then we get 6 1x4s in black, 2, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll just snap these in pairs. And like last time, we'll stick the 1x2 in the top, and then our corner plates go inside, and we end up with making something like this. Then we're going to add our curved bricks to it. With these in place, we're going to, on the other side, get these around these sides. And in this one here, we're going to add a 2x4. Going to add some 1x4s plates to the top of this one. 2 of those. Going to stick a 1x2 plate in the middle there. Then we'll stick our curved pieces in the top. And then in the front here, we're just going to stick a grid or grill piece in the middle, and then that's going to go in here like that. Then we get our 8x8 curved piece again, stick our yellow 2x2 in the middle. Then we've got our half circle plates going around the middle. Then we'll stick our macaroni tiles around the edge. And missing one. Where's the other one? Inside the big wheel. That one goes in there. Then we've got our 1x2 bricks. Go over here. I'm going to stick our 1x1 plates with a clip, again back to back around there. Then we're back to doing the rod again, so we stick a stopper on that. We're going to stick it through a Technic brick with a cross hole in the centre. Then we'll stick another spacer on the other side and pass that through again. Goes through this side too. Then we can push this into that middle piece there like that. Then on top we'll stick a cone piece, and then we're back to getting our 12 1x2s out again with clips on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll add our 12 1x2s onto each of those. Thinking this is probably the end of the engines after this bag, and then we can move on to the cover for the cockpit. Then we add our tiles on again. And then on the reverse again, just by the clip, and stick a 1x1 round plate on. And our last one, and then we can stick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's it. Right, there we go. Move around with those. Got the end there. Then we get our white 1x1. We get our trans orange piece there. Stick it into our rod. Stick that through. Up here, that already there. Then we can stick this into the top, and then we've got our 38 piece chain again. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 10. Right. Makes 38 if we clip all these together. And again, this is going to go around here. That's one around there. Then we're going to build an extra bit we didn't do last time. So we've got this 2x3 slope, got a 2x4 on there, 2x6 brick, 2x6 tile, a 1x2 brick underneath. And we get a 2x6 plate, add a jumper tile to the middle with a red 1x1 grounds. We've got a 2x4, add a 1x2 with clips on, and another 1x2 regular goes underneath there. A 1x2 and a couple of 1x2s with handles each end. A 2x2 tile on top, and then we'll add those clips to this clip here at the end. Then we get another clip and a 2x2 curved piece, add that to the other side, and then this is going where? Across the middle at the front. So then this is going to go and cover these teal jumper tiles across here. Also keep the chain in position there. We've got to do another one for the other side as well. Let's get back. Ba, 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 ba. And then this one will go on the other engine on this side. Down there. So that's that done. Now we can put the engines into position on our ship. So we just put these engines to the side. Let's go to the wide camera too, so if we bring back the ship in, which you can just about see there, and I'm going to put the engines in. That makes quite a heavy ship, to be honest. So this is going to go in the middle here. There you go. Engine's in position. It is now a very heavy ship. You can sort of see how much the size of that. That's massive. So now we've done that, we need to fill in this cockpit here. So let's go back. Cool. You can go back to zoom mode. 34. So we're on bag 34 of 35. So we're nearly there. Let's get this cockpit completed. And then we'll do the little stand for the minifigures. This is massive now. And also very heavy. So, to start us off, we'll need an upward facing bracket here. And we then have a inglot going in. It's got to be hiding in here somewhere, really. Maybe not. Oh, so a little packet there. That's where the ingot is. So we're going to stick that across the back there. We're then going to stick another bracket into that, and then a 2x2 plate on top. Then we're going to stick two 1x1s with clips in. They go there. Then we get some upward facing brackets here, put them either side. One by two with studs on the side. Then we'll stick a 2x2 slope in tan, stick that on the top with another plate on top of that. Then we've got some downward facing brackets going onto that on each side. We can then put a 1x4 brick in dark tan each side there. Then we get some 2x2 plates, stack them together. The 1x2 plate and then a plate with a clip on it. It goes on this side. Then we do the same for the other side in reverse, like this. On either side we're going to put these pieces on. That piece. Then we've got some 1x2 with the rounded ends, jumper tiles. Jumper tiles go on there, and then our 1x2 rounded ends go on the inside there. Then we get these 1x2 and a third pieces here with studs all the way around. Snap them at a right angle. You're going to sit into the base there like that. Then at the top we're going to stick a 2x3 reddish brown tile. Then we put that to the side. Get a 2x2 modified with studs on the side. Connect them together with a 1x2 back to back. Stick a 2x6 down here. And we're going to add two more of these to each side. Then at the end we add some light bluish grey brackets that are upward facing. Stick a 1x2 plate in the middle of that, followed by some cheese wedges. Oh, not that one, it's got a pin on, just plain ones. Then we'll stick a 3x3 tile over the top, and we'll run a 1x8 tile down each side there. Then we add another 3x3 tile to the top, and then in the middle here we're going to stick some 1x2 plates. On there we're going to stick some grills. Also need these pieces in here, which I didn't say. There's something else there. I did. Inverted curved pieces. They go on here. Then we can add this here. So it's got a hinge piece now. With one of these modifier pieces, stick a couple of plates in the top. Stick some Erling bricks facing backwards too. And then we'll stick another ingot into those Erling bricks. And we get a 2x6 plate, and we'll stick a 2x6 tile on top of it. And underneath here, we'll stick that underneath. Then we have a wheel piece that's going to go in with a pin with a stud on the end. Take the pin. Goes into the wheel, let's sit in there like this. It's going to sit at the back there like that. Then we get two plates snapped together, stick a 2x2 slope on top. 2x2 tile at the back. We have a black 1x2 and a third studs on. Put that over. Another one on the base. And we're looking for a 2x3 plate there. Linglot and a 2x2 plate. This thing going to stick onto the end of that. Then we have a 1x4 plate in black. We're going to connect 4 of these curved bricks to this. Then we get a 1x2 here. We'll stick a couple of 1x1 rounds on one side. One of these black curved pieces there. It's going to go on one end here into the end to fill that up. Then we stick this into a 1x12 plate like this. Ooh, just snap that off. Put that back on. So we end up with that. Then we'll add another 2 more curved pieces here. Then we get another 4. Going to stick 3 together on a 1x3 reddish brown plate. Going to move one stud out the way to connect these together. Then stick one on the end, so that was something like this. Then across the top we've got a modified 1x4 tile here. Again, these aren't quite straight, so a bit of manoeuvring. And then we need a 1x8 tile that's going to run across the rest here. And in these gaps we're going to put windows. Windows are trans clear pieces. We've got some 1x2 plates here with a 1x1 in the base, and then a sloped 1x2 goes in this gap, fill it in, and we do the same again for the other window. Goes on that side, and then this is going to connect sideways like this. Oh, it says as that pops out. So that runs across like this. And do the same again. Stick 4 of these together. Then we're going to add these down here, add another 2 to it, then like last time get a 1x3, stick 3 of them together. They go on with a stud gap. Then we put another one on with the stud gap again, and then we've got to put our windows in. Then again, this is going to go in this side. Hopefully. So that's that on that side. Then for the front bit, we're going to get a curved plate here. Going to stick a 2x2 plate in the middle. We're then going to stick these wedges either side here. We then have a macaroni tile going on, with an ingot in the middle here. We then have a printed tile here, goes in there with a little quarter piece here and there. Then we're going to add these trans clear pieces here that have got some prints on. At the top we get a clear 1x4 tile, stick some 1x2 plates clear into the base. That's going to connect the 2 glass pieces together. Then we've got the upward facing bracket, going to add our corner pieces in, then a 1x2 goes underneath. Then it's a 2x3 plus a flag piece. That then goes into this clear piece. This then sticks to the back here, so we can lift up this front piece. It can sit in there nicely. We have sticker 16. Forgot about the stickers. Sticker 16. Which is going to go across here. Just to join those bits up there. I don't use any of these other stickers. I think I missed stickers, did I? And then this can stick in here. There's our canopy. I must have missed those stickers somewhere else. So this can go in. Let's just do that before we move on. Smash the whole thing up. So now this can somehow rests on there now. So now we've got this hole up here, so we're I guess going to fill that up now, and we'll do our guns for the side as well. Oh, looks like I lied, there's 36 bags, so this is the penultimate bag, but it doesn't look very big, so we should be able to get this done by the hour, at least I would have thought. So we're moving into sort of the guns now. So first up we've got one of these U-shaped pieces. Going to add dark tan panels to the back. We've got a 2x3 tile comes out from the middle. Then we add our larger U shape here, and again continue to add some panel pieces around the edge of that. And then an inglot goes in the middle. Then we've got a Technic brick with a cross hole in, one going that way, one this, and then another panel piece. Then we're going to run some 1x6 plates either side here. Another 1x6 here, going to get a 1x2 with a slider to go in the middle. Then we'll get some corner plates either side here. Add that on to the end there. And we've got some 1x4 plates in dark tan which continue down. And then some upward facing brackets. Which go on each end here. Then we'll get a 1x2 plate, going to add an inglot onto that. Then we've got a couple of wedge pieces which we can then connect together. Goes across here. Then we're looking for some 1x1 plates and also some more upward facing brackets. So need some 1x1 rounds. These go on these ends here. Ooh, ended up with one there, just go on there, like that. Then down this end we're going to stick a 1x1 round with a pin into a cone there as well. Next up we get a 1x4. Add some corner plates on. Getting some cutaway pieces here. Tile in the middle, then we've got some quarter tiles here. Goes in the middle. A couple more 1x4 plates. Along here and here, and then we have our corner tiles here as well. Then we're going to run some 1x6 plates as well as a 1x4 tile that goes over there. Then we've got some double cheese wedges. Going to run these down. Single one in there. And then that one. Put that to the side. Get a 4x4 square here and add 1x2 sliders going in. Then we'll stick some 1x6s either side. Stick a 1x3 tile then. Need to move these over by one stud. Then we should get some trans clear 1x1 tiles there that's resting in here, so not clipped. Then we're going to add some macaroni tiles around. That'll keep these pieces in place. So that goes in to there. Then we get a 2x3 plate here. Can add a jumper to the ends. Semicircle tile to that jumper. That on a 2x4 plate there. That's going to go in the middle there, like so. If we flip it over, then we'll get an inverted 2x2 rounds. Connect these two together, secure them, then flip it backwards. Double jumper here. Going to stick a dish. I can see it on one side. And a semicircle on this one. So stick one of these trapeziums on there. Where's this dish? Where are you, dish? There it is. That's going to go on there. And then we'll stick this into here, and then that can sit on top there. Little pod, isn't it? When he shoots out and goes off. So now we can hopefully slide this beast in here. This will now sit. Can't quite see it. going to sit inside our gap here, like that. It's sitting in there now, so we can always pull it out if we want. I could just sit in there like that. Weighs an absolute ton now. Right, so now we're going to do the guns for the front. So we've got some gaps there still. So for the gun, we get a 4-length rod here, stick a connector to one end, then we're going to slide that through a 1x1 Technic brick with a cross connection. We'll then add a snow ski to the base. Then we've got 2 of these and 2 1x1 rounds with a pin. Slide these on opposite ways like this. Then we'll stick a cone on the end there. Then we stick a rod into our cone there. Then we add a Technic pin with a stud on the end to another cone. Slides down there like this. Then we add this to this 11 length rod, like so. And get this large barrel piece here and slide that down to there. Then we'll roll this dish down. And then we're going to add a little stopper to the end of that. Then we get one of these pieces here, going to add one of these and a stopper too. It's going to slide down first. Then we have another piece here like that. That to the side, get a 1x2 with the rounded ends, get another Technic brick 1x1 with a cross connection, add that on with a cone next to it. Then we have a corner plate 1x2 rounded ends. Then we have a curved piece, and then that's going to go into a downward facing bracket. Like that, and then that's going to slide down like this. Then we'll stick another piece upward facing behind that, followed by a pin with an axle in it. 2 of these. They're going to go into these upward facing pieces here like this. Then we get one of these pieces here with the 3 bits in. Going to stick in a Technic pin here with the crosshead, and then a stopper on top of that blue piece. I'm going to slide down these pins that we just added. It's a little fiddly, this one. Slides down like this. Then we get a 2x2 round plate, add a half circle piece. Then we add another 2x2 round plate on top with a tile on top of that. Slides this way. Then on the end here, we add this piece with another stopper to finish it off here. Then this way round, sideways, we're going to add one of these slope pieces to this bracket piece, which just keeps falling off. Not the best build, I must say. So it goes in like that. Then we get a 2x3. This is where sticker 5 comes in. So I haven't missed a sticker, I think. This goes on this tile here. Flip that over, put a 1x2 rounded ends, 1x1 plate, and then got a 1x1 with a handle piece, and another 1x1 round there. It's a bit complicated, this one. Then we've got an inverted curved piece, another bar going into this. Then we get a 2x2, an ingot again. You seem to have overcomplicated the gun situation. This goes on here, we flip this over, stick a 1x1 with a clip, followed by an inverted piece again, clip those, that then clips to our handle piece, and then this slides through there like that. That's our first gun. So if we go back here, what you can't see now is there was a hole here which has, I'm not even going to bother turning it, but there's a Technic piece here which these can clip into now, I guess. I'm going to clip it in without smashing the whole thing up, I'll show you. How does that work with that stopper in the way? Oh, that was supposed to go the other way, was it? That makes more sense. Ooh. We'll wiggle this about a bit, hang on. Goes down this way. That's better because that keeps that piece in position, and then this can clip into here. Even better if I got that in the right place. Comedy of errors. Right, so there's that gun on the front there. Again, wide camera just to show you. Gun going in that piece now, so now we'll go back and do the same for the other side. Hopefully this time I got it right the first time. So look at this. That one. You can also see a piece. Stopper one, right? The stopper one. I didn't use the wrong piece in the previous bits. Let's put that place. That goes in there. Stopper goes in the middle. Slide this down here. Slide this one on. Then we get a 1x1 here again. This down here. Then another upward facing piece here. Slide down there. Cool. It goes in there. Then we get a couple of these plugs. Stick some axles into there. Goes in the tops of these. Then we get our 3-piece here. We stick a pin and a stopper in. That goes down our pin here. Then we get our 2x2 rounds, stick our half one on there, a 2x2 round and a tile. Tile goes on there. Slide that down there on. Goes down there like that. Then at the end again, one of these and a stopper piece. Then if we flip this round, then stick on a curved piece like that. Then we get our 2x3 again, another sticker on. This over. 1x2 goes on here, 1x1 rounds. Got a handle piece again going in the middle. Then we've got our vertical curve piece. Got our rod through. 2x2. We've got wedge piece, flip it over, and got a 1x1 with a clip, and then that going over there, that then clips to that. Passes through that. And then this is our other gun for the other side. And again, clip equally into the other side. So there you go, we've got two guns now on there. Again, wide camera. See the guns are now in position. So now last bag, finally there. And we've got a minifigure and we've got the stand for the minifigures. As you can see. This done, and then we're all done for the day. Hopefully this bit won't take too long. So, first minifigure. Bracket on his neck, got a little backpack on, one by one plate, followed by tile there, stick his head on, and I've lost his legs, there's his legs though, there they are, short legs, and he's got a monkey wrench in his hand. Where is it? Not that hard to see. How are you? Yes. There he is. Looking happy. Right. So for the stand then, usual black plating going on. Series of 2x6s across the top here. Add another 2x16 there. Another one on top of that. 2x4 under that. And then on top here, you're going to start a little bit of tiling. 1x2, got modified 2x2, 2x2 here, and we've got a jumper tile. Then we're going to add regular, what's another jumper? Not a regular, couple of 1x2 black tiles. 1 and 2. Then we stick a 1x1 round on here. Then stick a 1x8, another 1x8, 2x2 here, modified 2x2, and another 2x2. Then we've got some hinge pieces just for the plaque that's going to go on. On this side, we're going to go down there. Next up we get a 2x6 plate, going to stick a 2x4 on there, another one at a right angle, cover that with a 2x2 tile, a jumper tile, another 2x2 tile, and a 1x2 black tile 2. It's going to sit on the end here, and then we'll cover that with a 2x6 black tile. Then we get our large oversized piece here, of course, and then we've got our massive sticker. This is the details of the razor crest. there's the details there of the Razor Crest. And of course we can stick that onto our hinge pieces here now, so we can display that with the ship. Onto the piece now. So we've got a 3x3 plate here, 1x1. Got the ball joint connector there. Another one going the other way. Another 1x1 there. The 1x3 over that. Then we get a 1x1 with a stud on the side going in the middle, and then 1x1s with 2 studs on in the corner each side here. Then at the front we put some Erling bricks on the side, and then in those Erling brick studs we stick the 1x1 round with a pin. Top, we'll stick a 1x3 plate, 1x2 in the middle, and then an upward facing bracket at the back. Then we'll run a 1x3 brick across, and then we have a 1x3 jumper tile in the middle there. Stick a 1x1 plate and then a tile as well on the jumper. And at the front we've got these 1x1 studs at the front. Running down there. And a 1x3 plate front and the back. A couple of one inverted slate brick and a corner plate goes in the bottom. Also this inverted piece here goes in, unless there is something. Put that the wrong way round. So rotate this round here. At the back here too, and another inverted slope brick the other way there. Then we have these pieces here, which are 3 feet I guess. And on the bottom there, and you put this back over, a 1x1 plate in the middle. 1x1 plate here, and then a reddish brown tile, and we get another couple of 1x1 plates, and then we have a curved piece, normal curved piece, which is where our sticker's going to go actually. Sticker 15. Goes on the front there like that. And we get 4 wedges. And just go around here. Then we get the slightly steeper slopes, one of those, and 2 1x1 plates. Let's go in the back here, level that off. Another sloped piece. Like that. And we have a cutaway piece. And we do the same for the other side. Where's the other cutaway? Glues on the back there like that. Then for sort of a tail, we get a 1x3 plate. Stick this piece under there. On the other side. 1x1 in the middle. Wedge up there. Come on, it's very complicated this today. Ball joint goes in there. This then goes into the back as the tail. That can go on that side. Then flipping around the other side, 1x2. I'm looking forward to getting this one done. Side, that side. Goes on that side, and then on these little pieces here, got these little robot arms for these little arms at the front. And at the front we get a 2x3, 1x1 there, curved piece there. Need some cheese wedges. Then we've got our cutaway pieces again. That's for our front here, like that. Then for the head, Erling brick, upward facing bracket. Curved piece here. Erling brick on the other side. Then we've got an eye, printed eye tile there, and a quarter piece like that. Flip this round here, put a 1x2 straight across. That's the same again. And the bricks. Curved piece. Eye. In the Erling brick, that'll be the 2-1 key, and then a one as well. Stick these together, one on each side. In the front we have a downward facing bracket piece, and we stick the 1x2 plate at the bottom of that. Then another one to the top, curved piece here, then for the jaw, teeth. Then we've got some downward facing brackets at the back. There's the head there with the teeth. That one there, and that's it. Put up the piece there, so then he can go on the back there. Got our little man in the back. Then Baby Yoda's inside the spaceship, so I don't have him outside because he's actually inside the cockpit. I suppose I could get him out. He's in here, isn't he? He is. Come, Grogu. So he's gonna sit on. There's our. That's it. I think that's complete. Yep. So we're done. Hey, look at that. Let's go to the wide camera. Big stand there, and all the minifigures that we've got inside over there. And you can see all this shit, which is an absolute weight of a ton. You can see they're all fully completed and absolutely gigantic. So I've got to figure out where I'm going to stick this now in the Lego room. So we'll go to the main camera. Just to show you from the front here, you can see the stand we've got going on there with all the minifigures all ready to go. And then, as you can sort of see, I'll try and pick it up now, that weighs a ton. You can see the finished Razor Crest. The size of it, it's massive, weighs an absolute ton. Those engines look cool though. And you can see from the front. So that's the end of our 5 streams and 15 hours or so, probably a bit longer, of building. Hope you enjoyed. Put this back down probably. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, as always, do hit that like button so that I know you enjoyed it. And as I said at the start of the stream, we won't be doing a stream next weekend because I'm away, but we're doing one the following weekend, and we'll be kicking off with the Mario Kart and standard kart build. So that'll probably, I reckon, take us a couple of streams. And then once that's out of the way, we'll be moving on then to Krusty Burger and building that as well. So I'll put all of the details up on the channel. So if you're not already subscribed, do subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified when those streams are coming up. And if you're already subscribed, then you can check the channel out and you can press the notification button if you haven't got that enabled as well. So whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday or whatever day this is you're watching it, enjoy yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you next time on the next stream. See you then.